Everyone to the show. I am with Ence, and actually, I think that we have been joined by Tox. Hello, Tox. Is your microphone functioning at the moment?
Yes, hello.
Hello, man. Absolute pleasure to have you here. How are you doing at the moment?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
We're absolutely fantastic, and we're really excited to see your game coming up. Is it okay if we ask you just a few questions before you get your match started?
Yeah, sure.
Tell us a bit about really how you're thinking about the Swedish Championships that's happening in January, and what are your thoughts as well? Of course, I'm going to ask you your thoughts going into this game against Spart1e.
I think it's a good opportunity for every Swede to attend this online tournament,
Hmm.
and it's good that people arranging these kind of tournaments. They should do it more often, though. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be interesting to play uh, this kind of tournament.
Hmm. And what about Spart1e? How are you feeling about playing against this guy? I'm sure you've had experience.
Yeah, we used to play. We did play against each other on DreamHack before last DreamHack,
Hmm.
and it's usual kind of close games between us. I think we play a bit similar,
Hmm.
so it can go either way depending on who gets control of the map. But it's usually very close, and it's a bit different playing Spari than playing against Cool or Cypher or Ash
Yeah.
or whatever. Because Spari play a bit more rail heavy game and you have to be a bit more careful how you approach him.
Yeah. And also the Swedish Championships, I think they're going to be hosting some of it at a live event, so people who do want to come and meet in person are going to be allowed to do that. Do you think you'll participate in that, or will you play online, or how do you feel about this?
Uh, I haven't decided yet. It's not too far from my town,
Hmm.
about 1 hour drive or something. So
Okay.
it's maybe I will go and play at a cafe or whatever, but we will see when it's time for the tournament.
Fair enough. Well, and what about DreamHack Winter? Of course, this is the big event that everyone's thinking about at the moment. How prepared do you feel for this, and how much are you looking for, what are you looking forward to in particular about it?
Well, I really hope this time that the lawn servers will be working fine.
Hmm. All right, well,
So
fingers crossed for that. I'm sure we shouldn't have
yeah,
issues there.
so that was a bit disappointed last time, but I'm really looking forward to go and play DreamHack this year, and I'm trying to prepare as good as I can. I'm thinking about taking 1 week off work before it, so I can try
Y-
to get in some more serious practice because it's really hard to practice when you get home from work and you're kind of tired and so.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult then. So you want to go sort of have a slightly hardcore preparation beforehand,
Yeah,
just to make sure everything's feeling good. Is anyone you're thinking really? Who's your main contestants there, do you think? Because I'm sure you've played a lot of the players there already. Who are you setting your sights on to really take down?
can't really say someone because I feel like so close these days and you can pretty much struggle against anyone.
Hmm.
So it's more like depending on some people like to play a more rail heavy game. That can be annoying sometimes, but it can also be nice to play these kind of players because they don't play the normal OBC game as they used to say.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer if someone play a bit outside the book, if
Yeah.
can you can say like that. But
Is that unconventional? You'd like to see someone playing not typical.
yeah,
Hmm.
because they used to do a bit more mistakes playing that way. But it's the best way to play if you can handle it. Like if your aim is on fire and you don't play the normal way with
Hmm.
just running the items that but you try to chase your opponent a bit more. That's very effective if you hit your shots, but it can also backfire a lot if you play that way.
Is playing the items something that you're going to be trying to do more of, or is it something you're still trying to create the not well trying to execute the less typical way of Quake Live?
Well, I try to focus on trying to be a bit more uh, running the items more because it's really hard to be that aggressive, I feel, in Quake Live
Hmm.
unless you have a full stack. So you can't afford to give away too much items because sooner or later your opponent will find a way to sneak back and get the control back. So
Yeah.
I think the main thing is to play the basic game, and sometimes you do some random stuff just to catch your opponent, because if you play only on the items, your opponent can always try to run away from you. So if you want to catch someone, you have to either let Mega or Red Armor be up so your opponent won't guess that you are running after him. So pretty much to fool someone in the top 8 range, you have to do some unexpected things.
Yeah. Completely. No, I totally agree. Do you think we're going to be seeing some of these moves today with you and Spart1e?
Really hard to predict what kind of game we'll be playing, but I usually try to feel out my opponent the first minutes or so. So I usually try get too defensive in beginning of the game because I don't wanna rush into things, at least when I'm in focus. But sometimes I tend to take the gamble a bit too soon into the game.
Hmm.
So usually I try to make up the frags after a few minutes. So it really depends on how much you hit in the beginning of the game and what kind of flow you get.
Yeah.
Like if you feel that you don't hit your shots, you take it a bit more carefully. But if you feel that you hit your shot and your opponent uh, doesn't know the timing that well, you can really punish him a bit more. So that's depending on just how the game turns out in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Well, man, I think I've passed. I don't know if you've got the server information, but I've passed it to you on Skype. I think I'm gonna let you get ready for your game, and Bruno and I will start introducing the matchup. Is it okay if? Well, I think we're gonna try and hear from the winner afterwards. Is it all right if potentially if you win, but of course if we potentially hear from you again?
Yeah,
Okay, that'd be fantastic, man. Thanks, though. That's Tox, everyone. Best of luck to you in this matchup, and we'll hope to hear from you again all in just an hour.
yeah, thank you.
Right on, guys. Ents, are you back with us now? I
Yeah,
know
I've
you.
been back for a lot of time.
I know you get shy in interviews. I'm actually just going to be fixing up overlays just a little bit here, so that we can see the
Oh,
true.
is with IC tag,
Yeah. Hell
the
yeah.
memories.
Alright, I'm gonna move back there. Everything looking good at the moment. Just need to sort out the overlays, and I'm ready to get this game started. We're actually pretty nicely on time, and it's gonna be
Let's go through the map pool
yeah.
so
Please
I can
start us
remind
off.
myself what it is. Let's see, maps are Blood Run, Campgrounds, Cure, Furious Heights, Lost World, Sinister, and Toxicity. This is gonna be like the straight best of 7, right? Just peek all over the way.
Yes, I think so. I'm gonna quickly look, guys. If you want to check out a link for this, the Swedish Championship, you can go to quakesm.e. Which I'm actually going to head over there right now because there's plenty of information and stuff on that site, including map pool, tournament rules, and even a short paragraph on me and Ince with interesting. I say rubbishy, lovely pictures of ourselves. But yeah, Blood Run, Campgrounds is in here, so fine, Ince, you
Awesome.
must be relieved. Yeah, you've got to be ecstatic to hear
I think I
that.
might move to Sweden to try to play the championship myself.
We've got
Can
Cure,
I do that?
Furious Heights, Lost World, Sinister, and Toxicity. I'm not sure if he'll let you do that. I think you've got to speak Swedish. I think those are the rules.
I can speak like 2 sentences, maybe a couple more. Last kids in Sweden.
I don't think that counts.
That's my argument. What if I just marry a Swedish girl?
Maybe you can get like citizenship somehow, and it will
Okay.
work.
So if any Swedish girl is watching,
Just stop now.
Wink,
Your
wink.
desperation. We do have a coin toss being made right now, so I think they're going to be looking to pick the maps imminently. I'm actually getting myself a little notepad file here so I can keep an eye of all the picks that we've been having. Do they know who's picking first? Is the question. And I think we were going to hear from Spart1e before the show, but he's been working a lot over the last few days. He says, I want to save my energy for the games, so he's going to do that. And if we see Spart1e win, then he said that he'd be happy to come on stream and have a chat with us. So that's going to be pretty cool for that. And maybe even regardless, we'll see how it goes through and after the match. Of course, looks like Cure is going to be picked first by Spart1e. So I'm going to make sure I write this down. And then I can find out what's going on. So ZTN is going to be map number 2. This is a straight best of 7, by the way. I believe there's a small prize as well for the winner, including a whole bunch of Pride and Glory.
Yeah.
Which is always important.
This is the Swedish Championship. I guess whoever wins can self-title themselves as the best Swedish player.
Of course. And on top of that, though, for more imminently, is this kind of match. Both these players are going to DreamHack Winter. Whoever wins this is likely to get a higher seeding at DreamHack. So this is more important than just being a show match to really give a sense of hype for the Swedish Championship. There's at stake positioning in the tournament from the beginning in the groups. This is is at stake. Looks like T7 is going to be map number 3. And they're thinking carefully over the maps at the moment.
So Blood Run? No, which one's the first? Cure, Blood Run,
Furious Heights.
Furious Heights, Lost World. Please, Campgrounds. I so want to see Camp. They're gonna leave Campgrounds for last. I cannot believe. If I don't get to see Campgrounds, I'm never casting again.
Tox will pick it. I'm sure
Please.
Tox will pick it as number 6.
Please.
No!
He prefers toxicity to Campgrounds.
Go shout at them. So guys, it is going to be Cure. This is Cure. Spart1e picked the first map, so you can understand it's going back and forth in pickings. Cure, Blood Run, Furious Heights, Lost World, Sinister, Toxicity, and then Campgrounds. And interesting that Spart1e actually picked Furious Heights as his second pick instead of Sinister. I thought he might do that over it, but no, it's not going to be the case. And they're actually voting over to map number 1 as we speak. So, looking forward to this so much. If you guys didn't see the last show match that happened in October, it was between Faz and Spart1e. Not going to give away any scores, just say that it was an unbelievable showcase of skills. You can find out all VODs. They're looking around on twitch.tv/zootlive/videos, but they're also on youtube.com/zootql if you'd rather check them out on YouTube. Just search Faz, Spart1e, Showmatch, or Swedish Championship, and you'll get to it. And, do you want to let them know that we're ready as soon as they are?
Well, no, we're ready before they are.
Okay. Well, you are. You're born ready, of course. I know that.
Of course.
Oop, excuse those sounds just for a second. So we'll let them get ready in their own time. Just keep your eye over, because I might be looking over towards the chat at the moment. Just want to read. What do people think? Koziel, if you're around, make a poll. We need to
I don't
find
think
what
he's
people
around.
think.
I haven't seen him chat that much.
He's been working hard, so he might just be passed out completely. I'm not sure.
Call it working.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, who do you guys think is going to win this game? I honestly don't really know at all. Koziel is in chat. He's lurking around. But I think maybe Spart1e has an edge, but we're going to find out. The story starts right now. Spart1e versus Tox here on the Swedish Championship Hype Show Match. Map number 1, it is going to be Cure. And I'm going to check out Tox off the game, because I haven't actually casted a game for him in such a long time. He's getting the shaft. Oh yeah.
Spart1e better run off the map now.
He's going to come up there. He's actually going to go for the rockets. Air rocket here from Spart1e. Tox sent down to the floor, but he hit a direct one himself.
I like how he started with an air rocket.
Yeah. He's barely used the
Spartan's gonna
LG.
be really aggressive for the red because he has a massive stack advantage now, but he's a little bit too busy trying to get an LG and hitting a fantastic rail shot onto Tox, which will give him a really big edge coming into the mega fight. And Tox, I'll be surprised if he doesn't try to hit at least a rail or check out the timing. There he is.
He'll
Does
have a
not
good
hit
guess
the
to
rail,
that.
though. So Tox, again, as we know in Quick Lab, he plays a really defensive style, even though he's one of the biggest aimers in the scene.
If not the biggest. Yeah. And there's going to be red up at the moment. Tox doesn't want to actually step near there, fearing maybe
I
a
like
straight
Tox.
rail.
I mean, he's just not wanting to commit to any risks right now, and I'm sure that when a good opportunity arises, he'll be there to take full advantage of it. But so far, he just doesn't want to give anything to Spart1e.
Yep, and that's going to be Tox, making him move on to the yellow armor. His armor's pretty much capped out at this point, so his patience been paying off. Oh, he's going to get a bit of rocket there. Looking for some more vertical shots. Red armor's up. This is where he goes for the LG. How much is he going to be able to hit here? Actually, Spart1e hitting more. Tox actually switched away from the LG pretty damn fast.
I mean, now Tox has to do the work all over again. His plan is going to be try to cap out his armor and then try to get the mega timing so that he can then push in for the mega. But now that he's on 80-100, he has the red timing. I wonder if he's going to be around to the damage. In fact, he is. And he's going to
back off. And he's got the LG out, so he doesn't mind defending with this. Not hitting as much as we've seen him in the past. But he's going to be getting out alive. Hits a nice rocket there and the follow-up.
Great use of the choke points. You might even go and try to get the frag at 50 HP. Does not connect.
But look at that, though. He's just gained control of the mega.
Yeah.
And this green armor as well. Actually sent to 100-100, but he was waiting for Spart1e on the edge. Red spawns in just a second. And a couple of grenades actually zoning out Spart1e pretty nicely at this point. And Tox can go back, get some more LG ammunition, and wait to fight another day.
Well, so far, when Tox was out of control, he was playing, oh god, that's Spart1e. Tox gonna commit this fight. He's gonna be aggressive, in control. There we go, he goes for the fight. Good rockets as well.
I love the rockets from Tox. I like that he's actually been using them more so than the LG, or what we traditionally see him use, well, his signature weapons. And he's just prodding him away.
Spart1e away before the red spawns, just to make sure Spart1e has no idea of the timing.
Spart1e did get mega though.
Yeah, so Tox knows he needs to do the damage as he's doing now, so that Spart1e said he might get a frag before either the red or the mega spawn. That would be ideal, really.
And Tox
But he needs
is
to find where Spart1e is now, because he doesn't want Spart1e to sneak around one to the major items. He's gonna make a trap, pushing in. Where did Spart1e go?
He's gone. He left the scene pretty quickly. There's red for Tox. Mega is up right now, and Spart1e's actually taking it. Here comes the LG, knocking Spart1e off of what would have been on the ledger
Tox
then.
knows Spart1e doesn't have any armor at this point, so he could definitely go aggressive in here. Just try to get him really, really low. He sees him going to the yellow. Is he gonna chase?
He was listening for. I think he was listening for the pickup, but Spart1e had already got it by then. And that's going to be red. Tox has got to make sure he's around for this next mega, and there's still plenty of time for him to position himself.
Because if Spart1e gets the mega again, he can actually contest for the red, and Tox doesn't want Spart1e to get more armor than he has.
Here we go.
Gets the mega, but Tox will do absolute amount of damage there.
Oh!
Some, and with Spart1e on a 100-100, that's going to be closing the frag for Tox.
Wow, he's going to be taking the lead here. It took 4 minutes though to find first blood. And Tox is actually going to be able to perpetuate his control a little bit more. Is this going to result in another kill? Spart1e's got to make sure not to get in his face too much. Remember, this map was picked by Spart1e, and he was going to be hoping to have a good advantage against Tox here. Finds him with the rockets, but Spart1e getting the better end of that deal.
What I like is, like, Tox, he got one frag, but he started the map out of control, and he took absolutely not a single risk. Not one bad situation that could have turned the other way around to regain that control and get a frag. But now Spart1e has a very good chance of actually stacking up. Tox is not that stacked anymore, and Spart1e just got the red. Mega
Tox
is up
is in
as
trouble.
well.
He is in a lot of trouble right now, and oh, he misses that rail shot. Spart1e had his back turned on him. Tox is going to get out of here. This is pretty scary stuff for him. He makes it away narrowly. He's still got 100 collective health and armor. He's even petrified to get onto this yellow. Eventually drops down. Spart1e can get himself the mega now after that red.
And I like that he didn't go for the 50 HP, because I can see the mega hasn't been picked up yet. I guess Spart1e was hovering around the 50 HP trying to trap Tox. Tox knew it. The rail, there it is. The rail.
Spart1e heard him make the switch.
Rail in a row.
He's going to switch now. This is going to be the lightning gun to the rockets here. Done good damage. He goes for the rail to finish. 3 health. He's going to hit. Oh, Spart1e hasn't gone in yet. And it's going to be the shotgun to kill him. 1-1. And maybe Spart1e's going to try and speed things up and try and take advantage of this control a little bit more than Tox did.
That fight almost went in Tox's way. He switched it. Oh god, Spart1e coming in so aggressive again, and Tox run away. He cannot fight Spart1e, only this stack, but if he doesn't play him either, Spart1e's gonna get red and he's gonna be on such a massive stack.
Oh, that's nice LG by Spart1e. Good damage, but the rockets as well from above are decent. Tox has already stepped out of here. And Spart1e actually wants to check yellow armor, but he hasn't taken red yet. He's got to be careful. It's already been taken. Tox, though, I don't know if he's going to be checking on the red. Oh, he's over at the rail, in fact. He drops down immediately, goes back up.
Now we'll have the timing on that red, so Spart1e needs to be careful the next time around.
Spart1e doesn't really know when that yellow is going to be, so his rotation kind of been messed with a little bit. But Mega, absolutely fine for him. And 6.5 minutes to play. We've only seen 2 frags between these players. That's incredible. I'm expecting almost a bit more aggression from them, but this is possibly them just feeling each other out at the beginning of the series before maybe more aggression later on. Spart1e pretty weak at this point. He's taken red armor. Tox catches him with the LG. Rockets come out from Spart1e, but this is going to be Tox taking the lead, but very low.
Again, Spart1e knew that Tox was going to attack there. Oh, this could be a spawn frag from Tox. Can he connect with the rails? Of course he can.
Don't doubt it. But he didn't go for the kill though. He didn't completely execute Spart1e at that point. Oh, Spart1e's in there on the red armor. He was waiting a little bit early. Tox checks for the spawn. It's now a 2 frag advantage here for the Toxinator. Oh my. Beautiful rails here. Yellow has gone. There's a lot of items spawning at the same time. Do you think this is going to make a difference?
Well, that means that Tox needs to find Spart1e soon. That's why he's trying to trap him. But Spart1e here means he's probably below in the red, and there he is. Great prediction from Tox. Now he has time to go to the red, but Spart1e is probably rocket jumping up. That's why Tox feels the urgency. He wants to hit Spart1e again, but dropping down, that's...
He doesn't care about dropping down.
I mean, he's hitting much more LG than Spart1e is, so...
Yeah, on the drop down, he arguably hit as much LG as Spart1e did when he... That's crazy to think about it, because it is such a different angle to be connecting with. And actually, with 2 minutes to go, you got to be feeling, hey, Tox, you're looking good for this map win at the moment.
Spart1e just stole the red, though. And he has a lot of armor to work with. So Upgrade definitely needs to do damage there, and there it is.
Yeah, I mean, Spart1e doesn't have much armor anymore.
Nowhere. A little bit more LG and he can just get the frag now. Doesn't even need to actually actively search for it, because Spart1e will be on nothing. And Tox actually being here, trying to be greedy and getting the frag, enabled Spart1e to get one last chance because he stole the red. He turned back on Tox, stole the red, stole the rail. And now he can actually work with something for the last minute. So Tox not in the position he wanted to be, but he's not doing bad either.
I'm watching Spart1e at the moment. I haven't seen too much from him yet. So, I want to see how he's going to handle it. Oh my god, he goes for an aggressive jump up, but the rockets, they meet each other. He's on 8 HP. And how on earth is he going to pull this out? He needs to hit something, and Tox just hits a fantastic rail. And that's more than likely going to be shutting out map number 1 here in the Swedish Championship Showmatch. It's been an extraordinary play from Tox. I think these are one of the maps that people weren't really expecting him, Tox, to do that well on, due to his extremely old-school nature. But you gotta say, he kind of worked out Spart1e nicely with a lot of great solo plays. He's gonna reward himself with his 6th kill just there to lock it out even more. What do you make of this result?
I would say it was kind of expected.
Oh, really?
I mean, after seeing Tox's initial game plan, it's a very defensive map. You can play it really defensively, and it definitely plays in Tox's style. What was the second map, actually?
Second map is going to be Blood Run.
That's also plays in Tox's style, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2-0, but Spart1e will definitely want to redeem himself, and that's going to be GG. Tox wins the first map.
8-1, yeah, decent score on there. You got to be saying, look at the aim difference also. 40% rail, 16 from Spart1e. Hopefully for him, he's going to be able to warm up a little more as we get through the series. But we also know that Blood Run is a place that Spart1e doesn't really like to play and hang out.
Yeah.
So,
That's the map he usually tries to remove, and Tox just picking it as his first map.
but you know, it's like, okay, Spart1e, you're going to pick Cure. I mean, it was almost a similar kind of strategy going in, but Tox is looking much stronger on Cure than I was expecting. Although, you know, I should be putting more faith into him after what we've seen from him on the Face It Sunday Cups. But these guys are going to be readying up shortly here on map number 2. Yeah, people noticing, was it 41, 42 LG he was getting at the end? And it didn't look like he was hitting that much LG at the beginning, but let's see if he can hit a little bit more as we are going live now on map number 2. It is Blood Run here between Spart1e and Tox. I am on Tox once again off the beginning. He's going to find the rockets and Spart1e. You could.
That's why I don't like Blood Run.
That's the one thing that you shouldn't be doing. And you know, Spart1e, who probably purposefully avoids trying to play this map, doesn't really have the patience to wait on that spawn and wait to see what his options are, maybe.
Yeah.
And now Tox is hitting rails.
With absolutely everything.
Here's the lower yellow. Red and Mega are going to be up at the same time. I wonder if this is going to have any kind of impact.
I don't think Spart1e has enough to even think about trying to get the timing on them.
Yeah. Uncontested Mega.
So there he is, trying to get the timing. He's actually going to push in for the red, really aggressive, but he's doing damage.
Oh.
That's a beautiful combo.
Yep, excellently done. 66% rail. We're getting 66% LG. Sorry, we're getting from Tox.
It's even worse.
You know, when you're sitting on that red armor, you're definitely vulnerable as hell to high percentage shaft accuracies.
That percentage is anything.
Yes. Oh, Spart1e, he makes the plasma jump up, in fact, to get there. Oh, it's actually pretty nifty. He might be able to win himself the Mega from that. See, he does go for it. 8 HP, he's put Tox onto. He needs to hit a rail, but Tox makes it through the teleporter in the nick of time.
Tox. Yeah, there he is trying to.
Oh, here comes the LG. Spart1e needed to hit that rail to get the kill and get on the board.
Tox is still averaging 59% LG.
That's not terrible. Oh, the machine gun, it could take him down. 13 health left, and Spart1e's gonna get it. Well played. And supremely red as well.
Oh, Tox, he gets the shotgun. And yeah, you know. Wow, how did he miss the second one? You know,
Yeah.
the Embers are strong with shotgun, but when you give a shotgun to Tox, you should just run away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially if he's as close range as he was. It's like the rail.
Well, Spart1e actually managed to dodge that blast, as you pointed out, but still. I think he just wanted to hit. If he hit that first rail, then he actually would have got the kill, which is quite a scary thing to imagine. Let's see. Actually, Spart1e, he is so aggressive coming onto that red armor. He just doesn't care. Looking for the air rocket to follow up, but Tox is going to extend that lead a little further.
The only time where Tox has used the ulti so far was in that red, and just a little bit now. Because he doesn't really need to use the LT anywhere else. He's having perfect weapon selections in every single fight.
Yeah.
And he's almost, so early on the game, he's almost surpassing Spart1e's damage by 1,000.
Oh god, here come the rails as well. Spart1e making a move with the LG. He's got the 225 health bubbles. They should help him out a decent amount. And Tox is going to drop. Spart1e finds something in the tanks. But he's got to watch out the spawn. The nightmare spawn there for Spart1e.
Tox didn't go for it. Oh god, it's going to be another one. There we go. I was kind of surprised that Tox didn't go for a shotgun after. Spart1e picking up the red.
He didn't fancy it then.
The rockets, though.
We're still seeing 50% LG from Tox.
Well, it's Tox. And now, yeah, he's surpassing Spart1e's damage by 1,000.
3.5 minutes into the game. Oh dear, oh dear. Spart1e does manage to get a yellow. I wonder if he's going to continue trying to make those aggressive plays onto red.
I would be very surprised if he doesn't. There he is.
Noted.
It's just to make sure Tox isn't 200-200, but it's Tox. He doesn't need to be 200-200 to kill everyone.
And it's going to drop down. Spart1e wasn't ready quick enough for it. Tox gets onto the Mega with good timing. And he's got one rocket. There's the shotgun. Spart1e can't get another shot out in time. And he doesn't get the rocket spawn either.
And Now he's trying to aggress on the red again because he knows it's up, but Tox, that's what Tox wants Spart1e to do.
Yeah. I love how
That red
patient he is.
It's a huge trap. You go there, if your opponent is there, the LG are pretty much dead or just taking 300 plus damage.
Oh, there. Oh my gosh. A perfect trap. Spart1e had no idea he was there, and Tox was just listening and waiting for him to just step twice through the corridor. And this is going to be red, and this is what Spart1e was trying to avoid the entire game. 200, 200 Tox, but the LG is just enormous. He does 300 damage to Tox then.
Yeah, he almost got the frag. I think he's not gonna stop being aggressive now because... First, because if he does, he probably runs out of time to even think of making this comeback. And Tox is very, very low at this point.
Oh, Spart1e's going for the rail. He needs to be hitting them if he wants a hope in getting back in this. And Spart1e doesn't look as if he wants to play this one slowly. Oh, Tox, his jump goes a little bit tits up then. That's okay, he managed to recover from it, no problem. There is a lower yellow up. Oh no, Spart1e, he tries to come back in for it, but Tox still hadn't even left there. Oh wow, the rocket. Nightmare spawns in. Spart1e, he cannot be feeling good from that at all. He comes back in for the LG. He can win Mega now, and he actually has it. Tox
Really
might have to give up red.
And Tox is okay with giving them red. It's not like he's been trying to pick them.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been giving up red without a choice, to be honest, most of the game. Just raining grenades over here. What does it look like from Spart1e's point of view? It looks dangerous. Oh, there's a drop down here from Tox, and wow, just spot on shaft. Let's have a look. He's hitting 42%, pretty much mimicking what he was getting over in Cure at the end of it. But his rail now has actually picked up a decent amount.
And he now has over twice as much damage as Spart1e does. It's over 3k damage.
Wow, the LG at the end. Spart1e trying desperately to get some kind of dodge pattern that works against Tox.
Yeah, and Spart1e is now about to call GG. I believe, or not.
He might play this to the end just so he can warm up a bit.
For a second, but he's gonna try to use the next 3 minutes to compose himself for the next map, which should be Furious Heights.
Yes.
Where there I do believe that Spart1e has a really strong chance of taking that map, but he needs to find the angles, and that's really a hard versus Tox because he knows the angles himself, and even though he doesn't go for them for the angles himself actively, he does avoid them really damn well. And Spart1e does rely on the rail, and Tox obviously noticed, as he pointed out in the pre-interview of the game.
Oh, well, that shotgun was immense. It actually put him up to 37% shotgun accuracy, which is still a very admirable amount. He is hitting hard, and he is hitting heavier and heavier as he goes through this. He's going for the double air rocket. He couldn't get it. So the rail at the end will have to suffice. But, you know, he's got this game locked out. I know, Tox seemed to be looking forward to DreamHack quite a lot. And it sounded very interesting that he said, okay, going to take a week off of work, get some hardcore practice in for the event.
He knows how to do these kind of things. 44% LG now.
Ouch.
Now it's getting to Toxinator's levels.
We're pretty much there. Oh, he's going for rail at the end. Let's go for the grenades on the floor at the end. Are they going to be bouncing on him? Spart1e not hitting the plasma he wants to. We're getting a jump up as well from Tox. He's going to search on the exit. Oh, the grenade is going to hit his face. Well, Spart1e manages to back off and preserve his life a little longer. Really, a little. I'm looking forward to, well, I mean, what's the situation on Quake Live Duel Server going to be the week of DreamHack? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, again! He's going for the... That is absolutely bananas. Don't ask me how to spell it. But seriously, the week before DreamHack, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of players like Tox and all the other stars that are going to be going over to DreamHack, just getting their practice on. And I wonder, are they going to be practicing with each other, or is it just going to be a lot of people practicing on their own server in silence? With maybe a couple of exclusive individuals to partner with them.
And lots of aborts.
No stats will be seen this week. Oh, he's going for the bounces at the end there. And he actually, in the end, he killed himself. And Spart1e died to the grenades as well. Grenades killing everyone on the map. Yay. Spart1e does manage to hit some nice shots right at the end. But of course, it's going to be too little too late. Tox is going to be calling GG. And Spart1e as well. So we're going to be heading over to our map number 3. This is with Tox getting a 2-0 advantage in this best of 7.
And look at the accuracy in the triad of weapons, all 44%.
It's the magic number at the moment. He did it on purpose, man. He was just hovering over his accuracy bind just to make it happen. He had time to do that. But really,
I wouldn't be too surprised.
going over to Furious Heights should be an interesting one. This is really where Spart1e can fight back nicely, and Sinister to come after that. Oh no, it's not Sinister, it's Lost World, but Sinister, if he wins Furious Heights, then Sinister will definitely be played. But obviously for that to happen, he's got to win either this map or Lost World, which will be happening after.
Furious Heights though, now this is gonna be very, very interesting, because if Spart1e can get the angles going and his rail on, I think he can start building a lot of momentum, but it's gonna be so hard for him to actually find the rail angles. He never needs to go for a really creative gameplay.
Yeah. And guys, we're going live into the game right now. Spart1e versus Tox here on map 3. Can Tox spring an advantage any further? I'm going to go on Spart1e off the start of this one. We need to see some big moves from this man. And what against Tox? That's going to be a nice start with a decent rocket then.
And Tox, the rail hasn't been picked up yet, and Tox is being really annoying with the rail. Oh my goodness, he actually hit that one. And he's going to go for the red now. The Spart1e knows he's still up.
Yeah, it's up right now. Alan, he manages to evade that rail shot. He's looking out for the other angle. Tox pre-firing for it. And actually Spart1e making a move in here. Oh, he's just missing that rocket narrowly. Tox though goes through a teleporter. Is he going to make that jump up onto the Mega? He goes for it now. Oh my gosh, Spart1e's so close to keeping him suspended there. Oh wow, Spart1e knows exactly where Tox wants to be. And is he going to be able to protect this choke point? Looks like there is going to be respect given by Tox. Spart1e can't actually get onto the railgun yet though, which is slightly frustrating for him. Oh no, he's going to take it now. He's trying to fakey that leaving the room. So Tox would have left the area anyway. And now it's maybe a question as to whether or not one of these major items are going to be available to him as they're spawning very close proximity. He spots Tox down the bottom. That gives him the signal to go for red. And that's a good mini victory for Spart1e, as he was totally out of control before.
Yeah, he does have 100 to 1, but Tox at this moment is probably on 200 himself. That's a little bit of damage, and I think Spart1e just managed to even up the stacks, and now he is actually on a stack advantage and then preparing for the red. He cannot let Tox get this. There he goes, getting himself.
Oh, here it is though, got still for 5 seconds until that Mega's up. Spart1e does a lot of damage, but Tox arguably more in that case. And Spart1e doesn't even want to go for the damage onto Mega. He's vulnerable for a rail at that point. And he's actually able to set up now for this red armor. I think he might have been spotted.
Spart1e should be around. There he is.
But he,
sneaky. Spart1e feel the red, it does.
oh, this could be him getting a frag over here. It's so close, and Tox's rocket misses. It hits the corner of the stone. And Spart1e gets a much needed first blood. Oh, he's looking for the rail afterwards. Tox goes down, and Spart1e hits it. Oh, crazy.
I believe he actually hit that rail.
Oh, and another one right here.
Yes, I shouldn't have that. What? Did not take any fall damage there. That's interesting.
He knows the path.
Yeah, I know that can happen, but I just didn't know it would be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to do, but let's see what Spart1e can do now, because he was so low that time. Oh, he's looking for a rail at the bottom, practically. Well, not missing. It was so close, that rail. Let's see how he can follow up with this after really praying supremely after getting that first blood.
Is he going for the red? It's absolutely crazy. He might either die or get a frag. They're both gonna commit.
Oh gosh. Oh, the rockets are amazing. He gets the rail afterwards, and Tox is left pretty weak. Spart1e might be able to get himself on the Mega. He's just taken yellow armor. He's got himself a rocket launcher, and he's even going to go for the jump regardless. Tox does hit the rail, but it's still worth it.
As soon as Spart1e decided that he wanted to go to the Mega, he did it very quickly, so Tox didn't have enough time to prepare himself for that.
Oh, we got red armor.
Let's see how this is gonna go.
Oh, that rocket from Spart1e saves him. Every fight goes to the bitter end here, man. 11 health left. Oh, the plasma is going to work wonders for Tox, and he's going to bring it back to a one frag game. But he's left with no armor.
Yeah, they're both on starting stack, and after that rail by Tox, definitely has the advantage. He has positional advantage as well, and another one. One more to finish Spart1e off, and there it is.
Again, so patient with those rails. He only goes for them when he is super certain that they're going to land. But look, it's a tied game, and Spart1e, he's just got a yellow and a red. He might have even picked... Did he pick up the rail?
Nope.
Okay, so no rail. But
and Tox is trying to bait it onto it. He's waiting for Spart1e to go for the trail, but if he doesn't hear, he should try and go for the LG, because Spart1e is probably there, and he is. Tox gets so much damage.
That's a ridiculous amount, really. Let's have a look how hard Tox is hitting at the moment. 33% LG. Maybe we'll see that soaring up a little later on. We've got Mega up now, and Tox is just going to jump down on him. He wants to take the lead at the moment. Spart1e trying to play around with him a bit, and that's the perfect predictive rocket at the end. Tox gets it down 4-3 as we reach the halfway mark.
And he just hurt Spart1e getting that rail. So yeah, he's gonna go take the position. This way he can get a frag, deny that rail from Spart1e, and delay the red as well, because it would be spawning at the same time. So there we go, did all the three of the things he wanted to do at once, and he still maintains the control.
Tox is playing superbly at the moment. You've got to say, oh, there's a brilliant snap rail. He's going to be hitting the third impressive now. LG to follow up, but an air rocket would have killed him. He's going to swipe away frag number 6 anyway. Anyhow. Oh my gosh, Spart1e's rockets, but you don't even realize how much damage is being done in such a short space of time from Tox's lightning gun.
Yeah, it's like he has quad damage.
Yeah, it seriously is. Spart1e, he's coming with the LG now. I think Spart1e was doing really well whilst Tox's LG wasn't quite in the same area of indestructibility. But now his aim's woken up again. Spart1e's going to have to be uber careful. Even getting... Oh man. Jump up almost works. Spart1e should be able to make a jump for Mega. Can he get out of here? What would be brilliant for Spart1e is if he can stay alive. Well, stay alive without taking any rail shots. He even rocket jumps out. I think it was worth it, to be honest. He was almost certain to take a rail shot.
But does he want to regress now? It's 4 frags, not that much. Does he want to try to get this thread, or is he going to wait? He's here. Great.
Oh, the air rocket's hit from Spart1e. Can he get another one? He's going for the lightning gun, but he has a lot of armor, just not enough health. He's going for the machine gun. He's got the 50 health bubble behind him. Tox falls to the ground. Now he's super weak. And he doesn't stick around for the yellow.
Mega's still up. That's gonna know the timing. 5 seconds for the red. I'll be very surprised if Spart1e doesn't come rushing in any second now. He goes. Top. There he goes. Finally drops something. He doesn't want to let it clash with the Mega, and Tox probably thinks he got it already. But I don't think Tox will be super concerned with actually trying to get them both. Maybe he'll try to bait Spart1e onto the Mega or the red, make sure he tries to get one or the other, but he gets pushed into this yellow part, which is so much damage with the LG.
Oh, Spart1e does hit a rail though, unreturned this time. He's got the lightning gun out now, so does Tox, however. Spart1e a little bit slow on the switch, but he does get the kill regardless. He wants to check out what's going on over at red. Goes for a spam rail, can't hit it. And now this is annoying because he's got 36 health. If he takes the Mega now, it's barely worth anything. And that's the 25. That's the only thing adding any kind of value there. Well, the yellow definitely going to be helping out a decent amount. Oh, wow, he was not expecting Spart1e to Tox down there. Spart1e's got position for this red armor, though. And he's got just over 2 minutes to do this.
We know how Tox's defensive game is. He's at the Tox spot right now and he drops down as soon as he hears Spart1e taking that yellow.
Oh, Spart1e can't hit the rails that he wants to. Let's have a look how hard he's hitting.
Thing is,
Pretty
Tox
modest
thought that
accuracies.
Spart1e was going for the yellow and then for the rail. That's why I played aggressive there, because he wants to secure the game. He doesn't know that the red's gonna spawn in 5 seconds. Now he probably realized that's gonna spawn really soon. Might drop onto it, there he goes. Spart1e's gonna see him getting it and going away.
Oh, awesome shot. That was necessary. He even gets a good amount of rocket splash there. Oh, looking for damage at the end. Gets through the teleporter in time. Dropping rockets. He's even going to go onto the yellow, but he's got the railgun out now.
Spart1e's crazy.
He is absolutely berserk, and Tox makes it to the top in insane timing. I don't know how he got up there so fast. Like, really? Did he take that teleporter and jump over to rocket?
Yeah.
He did that so fluently, man. And fluidly on top of that. 9-4 the score in map number 3. And, well, Spart1e is having difficulties, you gotta say.
A lot of difficulties. Might be a 3-0 in under a minute now.
Maybe a 3-0? Are you predicting the 4-0 coming out?
I gotta say, Tox is looking much more impressive than I've seen him this year yet.
I mean, we've been talking about how good Spart1e's been looking, but he's definitely not...
Tox, I think he's been seeing Spart1e in fast practice. And I think he wants a little bit of the action as well.
For sure. Oh, Spart1e does get a nice kill at the end. It's his 5th frag, but he's not going to have enough time to allow him to get the next 5.
We saw how good Tox just was at here. So we can tell he's been at least practicing it. And if Tox practices the new maps, there could be really good things awaiting him at Dragon.
Absolutely certain. Oh my god, Spart1e's rail at the end.
Did he just bring 3 frags back in 20 seconds?
Something like that. He brought a lot back, but you know what? Hopefully that's going to give him the confidence he needs to start bringing this series back into somewhat his advantage. That's GG and 11-7. The final score here on map 3. Tox is going to be on match point. And that's a scary sign for Spart1e. He has got to step it up, or there's definitely not going to be any campgrounds for our young Bruno.
Yeah.
And you want it.
I think we should go to campgrounds now before any other maps.
Also, sort out your microphone. I swear you're just bouncing on the floor with your microphone.
I'm not. It's standing still. It's not doing anything.
Are you not standing still, though, I'm guessing?
Well, I'm sitting.
Can you put it on your face so that it's at the same distance constantly?
Yeah.
Good. That would be beautiful. Guys, they're readying up anyhow. We're getting on to Lost World now. Map number 4 of this show match for the Swedish Championships happening in January. And I am going to start on Tox here off the beginning. Spart1e does have a good weapon up at the start. But look at this. Tox is just taking him down with the MG. This could result in a kill.
That was way too much damage from Tox. Oh my, and he doesn't stop. He did 200 damage with the MG already.
Wow.
That's a lot. And he already gained control of the map just by that. And this map does not have a rail, so if Spart1e wants to get back in control, he definitely have to use either DLG or rockets, and Tox is usually ready for those 2 weapons.
Oh gosh.
Great read by Tox. That's first blood.
And he made it look easy, and he's going to be a second one surely just around the corner. Spart1e backing off. Even mini rocket jumps here from Tox just to help him get by a little faster.
I liked it from Tox getting the LG. Gonna get that yellow as well. I hope he doesn't let Spart1e get onto the red, and there he goes. Red's still up. Just gonna go and take it. I think he might find Spart1e there. Yeah, there it is.
But Spart1e in trouble. He does a bit of damage. All the plasma. I think he did about 250 damage with the plasma just then.
10 seconds for a major respawn, but Tox just heard him on the mega side of the map, so unfortunately for Spart1e, he will not have that LG or the rockets to try and push in for the mega.
Oh god, oh, the rockets were beautiful here, and that's going to be a 3-0 right now. Spart1e could barely respond in that position. He's getting a little impatient, you gotta say, to get on items. And I think that's really what I can put it down, what I can summarize, how I can summarize it so briefly. I think Spart1e's just a bit impatient to get himself back on the board.
Yeah, I mean, but that's kind of Spart1e's gameplay.
But I
He
mean,
goes for those all or nothing moves quite frequently, but again, if his aim was on, he'd be definitely delivering, but it's just not on right now. And Tox just has perfect rockets every time they meet up in a fight, and even get to spawn there. Jesus.
and that is upsetting for Spart1e.
To say the least.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to make of this right now. Spart1e's locking himself out of this very important map pretty early on match point for Tox.
You know, if Tox does win 4-0, I think the DreamHack seat will be even harder to make.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? If Tox managed to pull out the 4-0, that spells only good news for him heading into DreamHack. Because this is what the admins and the people deciding the seeds are going to be looking at. But you know what? Spart1e in a group stage, you should never underestimate him. So whatever happens, Spart1e is definitely going to be giving it, you know, the shot of his life. Good damage there with the lightning gun. He's got rockets at the moment, but Tox just keeps on tickling him with that LG, and it's going to result in a kill. Sends him down to the lava, but that actually lets him survive. Mercy has been given to this day.
Spart1e was there to get the timing, so there we go. He knows he has timing on the Mega. He might try to go into this red if he sees it's up, so Tox trying to deny the yellows.
Ooh.
He just has Spart1e.
Oh, even better.
He might go in and push for a fight now. You know this is his chance, he doesn't want to waste it.
He's going for the fight. This is the LG, 17 health left for Tox. He's going for the rocket splash, but Tox evades it, and I think Spart1e was getting a little bit low there for comfort.
Yeah, how is Tox still alive? He's on 7 health.
There's no 50 health bubbles. He's looking for something, finds a couple of rockets. He might go back round here. Yeah, he's found a yellow, no health bubbles still. 50. Harry can breathe a little deeper now.
If he doesn't find him very, very soon, Tox will be able to build himself up to 100 on 100. And that would be a shame for Spart1e.
He's already approaching 100 on 100 at a quick rate. I'm going to go over to Spart1e quickly and see what he's doing. He's finding items all over the place, and he knows where Tox is now. That's the first sign of intel he's had, telling him where he is in some time.
Oh, there he is again. And this Tox gonna try to make a move for the red or the Mega. In fact, his rocket jumps up, so he's gonna drop down again. Oh.
That's always benefit. I think that's always good that Spart1e missed that rocket jump.
Yeah. Tox right above, right behind him even.
Spart1e might be looking here to take control of all the items. Tox makes a move on it. He's already done 100 damage. And here it is, LG on LG, but Spart1e is just been crushed there.
Tox's defensive game is just so good. He managed to push in for the fight he wants. He did all the damage when Spart1e was shading him, and then when the stacks were even, he forced Spart1e to try to push in into an LG fight with even stacks, and Spart1e knows that I cannot do that because he's toxic.
Right, Spart1e's made the best of it.
Yeah, he really was. I don't even know how Spart1e managed to build that up from what he had.
Let's see, is there going to be a double back?
Tox goes below.
Here's the drop down, he's going to find him, Spart1e! He's going to look for a kill right now, but Tox gets it!
Again, that's
9 health, I can't believe it.
Oh, Spart1e again going for the lava. That is so crushing.
And we've got 5 seconds until Mega Health. Tox still super weak. Spart1e probably has enough time to have a look around up at Mega now. We're well past the halfway point at this time.
Oh my god. Spart1e fell into the lava for a brief second there.
And he has to use that. He used that teleporter very quick. Tox is just getting the better of him constantly. I mean, this is already a seriously tough comeback to make with 9 minutes left on the board, let alone 4.
Yeah, the worst thing about going up versus Tox's aim or defensive aim is that you need to do it really, really fast, and his game awareness is just so good that it makes it so hard for him to get caught off guard.
I'm gonna go back over to Spart1e.
Denies one of the L's, goes for the mag, and then back over to the red if he decides to.
He needs a rocket pretty badly.
He doesn't have any ammo on it.
How can he get back up to center map? Because that's quite annoying for him at this point. This time he's checking a lot more, all the angles where Tox could be, but he's losing precious seconds that he needs to come back in this. And Tox might be ready to spray more rockets around, but no, he's left the scene. Oh no, he turns up at the perfect moment! And Spart1e, he's in panic mode at this point. He gets onto red with 20 HP left. He makes a jump up, but Tox is there to shut him right down. 7 health.
Right now this could be the GG.
And Tox just took Mega.
Pretty much the same. Spart1e needs to deliver right now. Tox get away like that. So slippery.
Wow, 20 health left. That was an amazing trap there by Tox. He's going to get the 7th frag right there. And with 2.5 minutes to go, you've got to say that is game. What an impressive show from Tox. I don't know what people exactly were thinking as we came into this, because I really felt like this was going to be a lot more balanced, but not only is Tox out aiming, he's out braining. It is the whole caboodle. Seriously.
He's out toxic. And I think Tox is gonna be delighted that he does not have to play more new maps as Sinister and Toxicity.
Well, I think he's done pretty well as it is. Oh, he's not actually going to go up as he was originally planned. Oh, no, here it is. He's going to go for the jump. And he's just going to step away from this one now. That's quite a stomping we've just witnessed.
Can you say the Toxinator is back?
I don't know, man. I felt like we missed...
On-formed Spart1e gets destroyed by Toxic.
Just a completely on-full Spart1e. To me, he lost his magic a little bit. He lost his party spirit on this game a touch.
No, I don't think he lost it. I just think that Tox made a wonderful job countering everything.
Well, that's the effect that Toxic has on him. Spart1e is sure as hell going to be hoping that they don't meet together in the group. Spart1e did get a frag on the board, but of course it is way too little, way too late. And Tox, he's going to be looking forward to typing those 2 consonants in just a few moments' time. You know, Spart1e played beautifully. Oh! We got the pummel there in the air. That was nice.
Oh, even the shot, 95% shot.
What?
Yeah.
What's he? Oh, 53. Fair enough. I was going to say, if he's still hitting above 90, then something's seriously wrong, but... as I was saying, Spart1e did play amazingly against Faz just a few weeks ago in the last show match. But, you know, Tox has been a completely different story for him, and that is going to be GG 13-2 on map 4, and it is a complete whitewash here in the Swedish Championship hype game. Tox just rinsed it. And you know,
I don't even have words to describe what just happened. Just the Toxinator is back. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah. Let's see if he fancies coming on for just a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll let you do the interview.
Oh my god, you're such a pansy. Can you stick around and ask a question?
I don't know what questions to ask. You're the interviewer. I already know all I want to know. And I prefer to try to analyze what I don't know, other than asking him. That takes all the fun of it.
Well, if anyone's got any brief questions in chat, then I'll be happy to ask a couple of them here. I don't want to impose too much though. We'll have a look how much time we got. Tox, welcome back to the channel. How's it going after what was a thrashing you just gave Spart1e?
Yeah, it felt pretty good actually. I did a few mistakes timing-wise, I can admit. Yeah, but aim felt pretty good. It's some weird situation with shaft that I lost that was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I was happy with most of my decision when to take the fight, and I felt like I had things going my way and not his way.
Yeah.
Even though he hit some good defensive rail at few moments that really made it difficult to get a really good lockdown. So yeah.
Were you expecting that to be the result?
No, not really. It used to be quite close games with when we play against each other,
Hmm.
but it's like I'm not as stable in Quake Live as I was in Quake 3 and Quake 4, I think, at least aiming wise. So some games I tend to miss a bit too much easy shots,
Hmm.
and maybe I can hit the hard ones, but sometimes I miss the easy ones. But as soon as I feel like confident in the movement and the aim, I think I have a more like when I speed up my game, it usually goes better for me. But it usually goes like I play too defensive usual, so
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that and trying to like find a own way of playing and trying to get back in the momentum I had once. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. How are you finding maps like Cure and Sinister? Unfortunately, we didn't see Sinister between you and Spart1e, but your Cure game looked pretty solid. What are your thoughts on those maps?
It's really hard to say because I feel it's very like you have to win the fight in the red armor room. And for my part, I feel it's very difficult for me to have a good rocket launcher online
Hmm.
because I use quite low sensitivity and I can't really like flick the shots around the corners, around the pillar and at the bottom floor because of there is a slight delay of the rocket and with my setup it's really hard to defend that way.
Hmm.
So it feels like there's a lot of armor on the map, so it can be very defensive and it can also be very fast-paced map. So it's hard to say. Like I haven't played it enough, but it feels like it can be a bit too hard to get back if you lose the control
Yeah.
because your opponent can just go through the teleporter and he will save up the red armor room, and you have to go all around all on the lower floor, and it will take you like a lot longer time to get into the red armor room. So it's easy to read people on Cure, and that's really difficult if you play against one of the top players. It's hard to find a opportunity to get back in the game because he will always have position on you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And what about have you had much play time on Sinister? I know we didn't get to see it play, but any thoughts on that map?
I think I've been playing like Cure and Sinister equally.
Okay.
I try to practice the new maps a lot. I don't focus much on Lost World, Future Sight, and CTN because I feel like I already know them so well and more like having a good rhythm on these maps. And Sinister, it's quite hard to. I don't like the red armor room because it's so large and it takes so long time to get to the mega room, except if you go through the teleporter. But I think that will be very difficult to attack from mega if you play on low ping because you will have it so hard
Hmm.
to get into the mega room if your opponent hit with rocket launcher.
Yeah.
But online, people just rush in with shaft in the mega room or whatever. So I think it's quite good map. I actually like Sinister better than Cure, I would say.
You say you like it more.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like you have to play a map like a few hundred times at least to really get because it's hard before you know the spawn system and like you don't take so much advantage of the spawn situation like now when people know toxicity a lot better, uh, a lot of people whine about that map because you can get so spawn rate. And before, like on DreamHack, I don't think people knew the map so good. But now, if you get out of the control. It's so hard to like do anything. So I don't like maps if they are too locked down. Like if you can just play them one way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what's really your conclusion on toxicity with people who are complaining a bit? Are you happy to play it, and maybe do you feel it's similar to like Arrow Walk as well?
Yeah, it's very similar because Uh, unless your opponent start missing shots when he's in control, it doesn't really matter who you play against. The only opportunity you got in control is that your opponent miss a few rails and you hit a few ones,
Hmm.
or maybe he miss a rail and you can hit a good rocket or whatever on him. But it all based around your opponent have to do the mistake for you to get back in control. It's very difficult on doing it on your terms. So, but maybe that's only my opinion. But it feels like you have to be constant attacking, because if your opponent get more than 100, it's very likely that he would run you over for at least 2-3 minutes and get too many frags, and then
Yeah.
it's too late to make a comeback.
Yeah, it does push it quite hard out of reach. Then it looks like we have just had Spart1e join the conversation. Can we have a quick mic check, Spart1e? There we go. We've got Spart1e around as well, so you guys can confront each other vocally as well. I mean, Spart1e, how did that match pan out for you? It didn't look good on our perspective, I'm sorry to say. Spart1e, don't hate me.
Uh, Jesus. I don't know. Wait.
Okay.
It must sound strange. Wait.
Tox. Hello.
Brain is too slow.
Your what's too slow?
My head is too slow. I'm too tired.
Oh, really?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Matt. Do you think it was really a big hindrance to your game today, or was Tox just awesome?
Well, he played good, but I couldn't hit anything, and I'm just tired, so I didn't play like I wanted to do.
Yeah, fair enough. Um, I don't know if there are any situations that stood out for you, because it looked like right at the beginning of the series, it took something like 5 minutes to get the first frag on Cure. And then, I don't know, after that, your defensive game seemed to break down a little bit, and Tox seemed to be all over you. Uh, I don't know what was going on in your head from that point.
Uh, I don't know, but felt like I was losing, so I needed to make something happen.
Hmm.
But all the things I tried, none of the things I tried worked out as I wanted.
Yeah.
I kind of put in some risks that didn't work out. I lost, yeah, by a lot more frags.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to quickly revert back to Tox for just a moment. Tox, before I let you go, I know you're a busy guy. I just want to talk about maybe just your training regime a little bit. I don't know if you mind talking about it in the open like this, but what are you kind of going to be looking to do in the week leading up to DreamHack to get yourself back in gear?
Well, this time I have been practicing a lot against Cypher, Evil, Ash, Cooler, and
Hmm.
I doesn't used to practice against these kind of players, because um, it's really hard to, like, you have to focus so much to beat them, and if you do more than one mistake, you most likely will lose the map, and sometimes difficult to find, like, new possibilities for your attacks, or playing the map on a certain way if you play against top players all the time. So I used to be playing a bit more like medium range people, because you can afford to make a few more mistakes each game, but still won't be that punished for them, because usually if you play one of the top players, you end up with basically nothing for a few minutes, and that's really good to practice,
Hmm.
because that way you learn to play out of control, of course, but sometimes it's pretty meaningless to play against it if you want to, like, get your own rhythm and you want to try to get some speed into your game. And it's easy to start play too defensive if you only play against them, because you realize the risks are too grateful to do all the time, but you want to do this risk, but you want to limit them and not do it too often, but you need to have the experience against the top players as well. But for aiming and just controlling the map and running items and finding good possibilities of attacks, it's good to play a bit lower skilled player before
Mm-hmm.
you play these top players. So, but this time I have been practicing a lot against these top players because I find it like I need to get better on my like running items game.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps me to like study how they play, and also it's always nice to like play against someone a lot because usually you can see that most of these guys do the same thing over and over
Mm-hmm.
without thinking about it maybe.
Yeah.
So that gives you an advantage if you can like remove, if you have to aim in one area and you can be sure that he won't be coming from lower, but he likes to go high on these maps. So that
Yeah.
way you can have more focus, like, and be more prepared against them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you used to practice a lot. You might just sit in a server and you might sit on Blood Run, for example, and you'll just stay there for maybe half an hour or an hour, and you'd be still in one position room, and you just be practicing. I don't know if you could describe any better what you used to do, or
Yeah,
do you still do that now?
sometimes, but usually now I try to play more clan arena on the new maps, and I'm practicing the important situation. So why we were playing C10 so much is like it's really important to win the fights with Armor Room and Mega.
Mm-hmm.
So if you practice this situation over and over, you get the more like you can learn how to aim on your opponent, where to put the crosshair,
Yeah.
depending on if he's one level higher than you or lower than you. So you learn also pattern that how does people attack in this situation. So where should you spam the rocket? Where should you keep the crosshair with rail? Because you learn how fast your opponent is running to you. So
Yeah.
sometimes you tend to like keep the crosshair too close to the corner. So you learn at what distance you want to keep the crosshair for your own reaction to work. And so that's basically what I do when I play this warm-up game. It's just not just aiming. So I'm thinking about this stuff and try to remember. And also I learn like this situation works well to take this shaft battle, but in another position I might lose that shaft battle, even if I would have a higher lightning gun percent. But it's all about the position and how you fight and
Mm.
when you fight. So, but if you play a lot of warm up or clan arena on specific moments, you can have advantage of that in the game because you will do the things you learn in this kind of situation, and you can take it to your real game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Man, I gotta say it's been absolute pleasure having you here. Are there any final words you'd like to say before I let you go free?
No, good game, Spart1e, and I hope DreamHack will be awesome, and hope to see everyone there.
For sure, dude. I can't wait to see your games at DreamHack, and I look forward to maybe see you play on Face It as well. Have yourself a great evening, man, and I hope to see you playing soon.
Yeah,
Bra
thank you.
spelat du.
Ja, detsamma.
Alright, guys, so that's talks. I'm going to speak a little bit to Spart1e now. Hopefully, you're able to keep yourself awake at the moment. I don't want to talk about the games that you just had now. I want to talk more about the Swedish championships that we're looking forward to now in January. How do you feel about the tournament that's soon approaching?
Didn't think much about it at all because next tournament is DreamHack.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to concentrate on the DreamHack tournament.
Yeah.
But I like the way that Tox is getting better.
Hmm.
So I mean, tracking a lot and it's getting better and better all the time. So I think it's gonna be really good games. I mean, me, Fast, and Tox are all getting better and better shape. I think tournament itself has really good players,
Yeah.
even if it's only Swedish players.
I think it's pretty
Um,
sick, to be honest. I
yeah.
can't really tell who's gonna take it down. I don't even think results now even matter. Do you have any idea? Do you think you're going to be a strong competitor, or do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts, your predictions?
But there's still time left, so we'll see.
And how do you think Faz is looking at the moment? Because he's been playing awesomely as well.
Yeah, uh, his aim is getting better and better. Before he was just playing really smart, and yeah, it was before he was playing really smart. But last week, his aim is getting really good actually.
Hmm.
So can combine the smart play with his aim now that he couldn't really do before.
Yeah. And let's talk a bit about DreamHack at the moment. How are your? I know you're working a lot at the moment. How are your preparations going for the tournament? Because you have been playing, albeit this wasn't a good day for you. You've been playing so sick in the last few weeks. How's practice?
It feels like I didn't practice at all for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Tried to play, but the times I played, I've been really tired.
Hmm.
So I can't really get the practice out of it that I want.
Yeah.
Because I want to concentrate on few things, but it's hard when I'm really tired. So it's basically just playing to keep my aim up
Yeah. Yeah.
last 2 weeks. So right now it feels like I'm far behind. I should be in better shape right now than I am. But I actually took a few more days off from work next week, so I think I will get the time and
Cool.
the practice for the tournament.
Yeah. Are you gonna have like a block of days or a week before DreamHack to practice?
I work a long day on Monday,
Mm.
but the rest of the next week I'm off from work.
Awesome.
Gonna concentrate on the tournament.
That's sick. That's sick. Is there anyone? I mean, you've played a lot of these players a lot already. Is there anyone you're really looking forward to playing at DreamHack?
Rafa.
Yeah.
It feels like the Europeans are getting in real good shape, like Cypher, Evil, Toxic, a lot of players
Mhm.
actually in really good shape. It will be really cool to see if Rafa also got a lot better than last tournaments like Quakecon.
Yep.
Because I really think that Cypher and Evil they are so good right now. It's you gotta have your best day ever to beat them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're definitely gonna be favorites going into this one. What about like the South Africans and the Australians? What do you make of them?
Uh, I didn't really see them play. I was playing a bit with Phrase in Faceit Cups, like when was it?
It was like a year
When
ago
was it?
almost.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I
Yeah.
don't know. A lot happens in 1 year, so I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
true.
really. But I was watching Dream the other day when Phrase were casting.
Mhm.
I was only watching like 5 minutes, but it seems that he has a good idea of the game. Thinking really good actually.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think yeah.
Sorry.
No more, no more.
But it's man, I don't know what else. There's maybe some questions in chat, maybe one or two. I know you're pretty knackered. I don't want to keep you on for long. But are you going to be playing the Face It this weekend? Then you can win all your travel expenses.
Yeah,
And,
on Sunday, yeah. Travel expenses, train tickets.
and just
That's it.
really annoy Strengths or someone like that. I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Awesome. Do you know? Have you been speaking to Strengths much recently?
A little bit, not much. Last time he said that he wanted to practice Sinister.
Oh,
With-
really?
yeah.
Well, has he been giving you much intel as to whether or not he's going to be able to make DreamHack?
Um, it sounds like he's going, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, but I didn't really talk to him that much, and I didn't see him start practicing it. I don't know.
Fair
I
enough,
think
fair
he's
enough.
going.
Yeah. Well, man, I think, dude, I'm gonna let you go. You sound like you really need a rest. I say big thanks for playing today. Anyway, is there anything you'd like to say before I put the stream on a break?
Good night, everyone.
Good night, man.
I don't know. No. Thanks, dude.
My pleasure, dude. Dude, you're going insane at the moment.
Really? I feel like it. I took some coffee pills earlier, but it didn't really help, I guess.
Oh, damn it. Oh, shame, man. Anyway, dude,
So,
I look forward to seeing you at DreamHack and to see you play at Face It.
yeah,
And
same.
best of luck in all your games until then, man.
Thank you, and good night.
Good night, dude. All right,
Bye.
guys. That has been Spart1e right here who has joined us on stream. Huge thanks to him for playing